Hey there, everyone. That sexy nerd is back again. And, oh man, I'm so excited now. We got what is it? The Phoenix versus Raven from Teen Titans. I am so excited for this, man. But really, I think it should have been Raven versus like Adam Eve from Invincible. That would have been awesome. But, I don't know. Maybe also might be a little unfair for Eve's part, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'd say Adam Eve because she just had that special, but I don't think anybody knew about that damn thing. It just came out and it just blew my mind. Watch it on the channel if you haven't already. It's going by it's gone on way too long without so many views, and I know you guys are out there. You guys are fans of Invincible and you guys want to watch the new episode, watch it on my channel. And like I said, I'll also be covering season 2 when it premieres, obviously. But anyway, on to this battle. So I've always loved Phoenix from there, but I had the same reaction y'all did. Like it was the X-Men cartoon. And then just out of nowhere, it was really on the Dark Phoenix episode. I didn't even watch the original Phoenix when she got possessed by the Phoenix. I just saw she just burst out of the water. She's like, I am Phoenix. I'm like, what the hell happened to Jean? And because I hadn't watched it for a while. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I remember that picture, that thing of her bursting out of the water just ingrained, just stayed with me for the longest time. And I wanted to know more. And that was an experience. I've always loved Jean, but honestly, Hollywood has never, ever, ever gotten her right. She has never been done correctly. They tried with Famke Janssen, and those powers were just weird. There was no Firebird. There was no nothing. I don't know what the point of that whole the whole movies were. To make the X-Men a little bit more realistic, and that's why they didn't put Wolverine in yellow tights. Well, they're doing that now. So, and it's still being played by Hugh Jackman. So I really don't understand the choices made there. But yeah, like I said, and then let's not forget the Sophie playing her, and oh man, I mean, listen, I was okay with it, kinda. She seemed like she had a little bit more personality, but honestly, it just seemed like Sansa Stark playing Jean Grey. It just seemed like it was Sansa Stark. I don't know. I never watched the Dark Phoenix movie, and let me know if you want me to watch it on this channel. I doubt y'all will want to watch it, though, because I'm starting to get to know you a lot more, and y'all, when you guys don't want to watch a movie, you really don't want to watch a movie. So, but yeah, on to Raven. I grew up on that TV show, Teen Titans. As you guys know, if you watch my Slade CJ DeChamp video, I love Teen Titans. I was never really... Raven really never struck me as that interesting until her father came into the picture, and the whole thing with her father was just just made the character so much more interesting and everything. And I don't remember the finale that much, but I remember they did fight Trigon with Slade as a possessed demon or something, some crap like that. And I mean, again, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, what I'm trying to say by summing these two characters up is honestly, in both uncertain, I really don't know who's going to win. This is probably the first time where I haven't really picked a side. I mean, Raven has her strengths, being a DC character and being broken. All DC characters are mostly broken. I know some Marvel characters have come out on top and everything, but the more powerful ones, they're pretty damn broken. And also I feel Raven has a little bit more control with her powers, just a little bit more. But then again, Jean, when she's taken over by the Phoenix is just unstoppable. At least in Marvel. I mean, don't let the shirt give it away that who I'm really rooting for. It might be Jean, but still, I mean, Raven really does have a really good shot here too, because again, her powers are just insane. But I'm sure they're gonna talk about that in the episode. So why don't we just get into that? And remember, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And let's do this thing, y'all.
Jean Grey, the marvelous phoenix of the X-Men.
Raven, the Azarathian demon witch of the Teen
Azarath.
Titans.
If
Metreon
absolute power
Zinthos.
corrupts absolutely, in our quest to contain the beast within, we may well be consumed by...
Bird battle time! Raka!
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
So we're saying that it's bird versus bird here. Oh yeah, actually that's actually pretty true. They're both birds. But besides that point, but they're gonna use they're both those forms, the actual forms? Huh. Yeah,
In
Phoenix.
Greek mythology, the majestic phoenix bursts into flames upon its death, then rises from its own ashes. It's a symbol of nature, rebirth, the dawning and setting of the sun, the beginning and end of life.
A cycle poor Jean Grey was thrown into way too young when her best friend was struck by a car right in
Yes.
front of her.
Just like a phoenix, the trauma of Annie's death was the start of something new, her mutant power of telepathy. In Annie's fleeting moments, Jean bonded with her mind, and they experienced her death together.
By the
Oh,
way,
no.
Jean was 10.
Enter Professor Charles Xavier.
Wait, what did she say there?
Together.
By the way, Jean was 10.
That's
Enter
so
Professor
terrible.
Charles Xavier, who hoped to help Jean through her trauma.
And was also a telepath. He taught Jean how to control her ex-Jean, and she used her powers to find other troubled mutant kids around the country.
Thus, the first iteration of these marvelous mutant superheroes was born, the X-Men.
Cyclops, Iceman, Beast, Angel, and of course, Marvel Girl.
Marvel Girl.
We can workshop that name.
Jean's potential as a telepath
I always
was
liked that name.
incredible. So far beyond Xavier's, in fact, that he installed psionic blocks in her mind to limit her full power. At least until she was mature enough to wield it safely.
She can read and control thoughts, communicate
Yeah, safely.
telepathically, rewrite and erase memories, manipulate each one of your senses, and project her mind into the astral plane.
Jean is also an expert telekinetic, capable of forming energy barriers, deconstructing giant machines, and even halting the blood flow to your brain.
Starting to feel like the guy with big hands who can climb good is a little out of place, but Jean's life would change forever. Again, on one fateful mission.
Trapped piloting a ship through a solar storm, the Marvel Girl came into contact with an incredible energy. It merged with her, greatly enhancing her power.
No
But there
sense.
was a catch. This thing wasn't just a power boost.
Ooh.
It was a giant space bird.
More like a cosmic being, which is the embodiment of
What's
the
that?
Big Bang, destined to consume all of existence at the end of time. This is the Phoenix Force.
Well, merging with the fire chicken didn't turn out so great, cause all it wanted to do was blow shit up. Hey, why don't I get a Phoenix Force? That sounds awesome.
The Phoenix
It's
Force
not.
desires destruction. Its fire will one day consume all of existence. That's its purpose. Unfortunately, this need for annihilation would prove too much for Jean, manipulating and corrupting her until a thoughtless moment where she obliterated an entire civilized
Yes, I
planet.
remember that.
Billions of lives simply erased. This was the dawn of the Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, when Jean figured out what happened, she was not okay. No matter how hard she tried to kill the Phoenix's influence, it would always rise back up. Good, because it's a Phoenix.
And so, rather than allow this absolute power to consume
What is
her,
that?
Jean heroically sacrificed herself, ending the threat.
Ah, what a beautifully tragic story about the corrupting influence of power on the human spirit.
Not really. Turns out that wasn't actually Jean. The Phoenix was just kind of pretending to be her.
This was so dumb. They had a great story. I always thought that she should have died there. But then again, what? We would have had the damn thing. Fine, but imagine if you would end stories and not have to continue them. Wouldn't these characters be more impactful?
She came back later. Oh, and
She
she
came back.
merged with the Phoenix again.
Well, that's stupid. But hey, absolute power may corrupt absolutely, but it also absolutely owns.
As the Phoenix, Jean can channel vast amounts of cosmic energy, absorb power from others, manipulate matter down to the subatomic level, and even scorch your soul with psionic flames.
That's what I'm
Flames that
saying.
take the shape of the Phoenix itself. grow to the size of a universe, and burn hotter than a supernova. The Phoenix can basically do anything. Stop time, open portals, see the future, raise the dead,
What?
and create pocket realities just for fun.
She can fly at massively faster than light speeds and wage mental battles across infinite distances in seconds.
El Pollo Loco even boosted Jean's natural mutant abilities to the max. She's physically strong enough to fight the Thing, and she's a stronger telepath than Moondragon was with the Mind Gem. You know, the Infinity Gauntlet bling that controls all minds in the universe?
And should Jean fall, the Phoenix can always resurrect her, so long as her soul remains in.
Did Wolverine cut her in the face? It cut her down the middle. What the? Jeez, wow. Why hasn't that been in the movie?
Attack, it will reform her body no matter how many times it's destroyed.
Which is good, since she's died literally 15 times.
15?
As of this recording, at least. She probably died again in 2024.
No. Get out of here. Lies. That's a... Oh no, really?
But hey, when Jean's not around, the Phoenix has jumped into other people. Rachel Gray, Hope Summers,
Yes.
Firehair. It's got a thing for redheads.
Oh, do you think it was a bad idea to have Jocelyn study it?
I demand a raise!
That was loud. I hopefully can. I don't know if I can hear it, but yeah.
Nah, she's fine.
Well, even with plenty of hosts
No,
to
she's
choose
fine.
from, the Phoenix would often end up back with Jean.
Like a clingy, codependent ex.
But here's the thing, too. You just contradicted yourself. Yeah, it has a thing for redheads, but then it also, what do you call it? Take over Scott Summers, Cyclops, what is it, Mystical? Whatever the hell his sister's name is. And Namor. Oh, and Emma Frost. 5 people. That was like the Avengers versus X-Men storyline. That was a good story.
While Jean might be stuck in a kind of love Ouroboros with Scott, Logan, Emma, basically everyone, her true
Who?
bestie is the Phoenix.
What? What are you talking about?
Ouroboros with Scott, Logan, Emma, basically.
Spider-Man? And who the hell is that? Nothing, I mean, well... What? What the... Well, that's not an affair. Oh, yeah, and I forgot. Charles loves her, too. Ugh.
Everyone. Her true bestie is the Phoenix.
Because according to the Phoenix Force, she is its perfect vessel. The Phoenix is powerful enough to stalemate Galactus and defeat the being Necrom, who was going to collapse the multiverse into a singularity. With Old Man Logan as its host, the Phoenix saved the entire Omniverse from destruction.
Yeah, basically the embodiment of the previous multiverse got mad and tried to flood reality with his evil juices. So, Old Man Phoenix held back a tsunami that would have erased all of Marvel Comics.
Let's move on.
What?
Even after multiple possessions, Jean was never quite free from the influence of the Dark Phoenix and the threat of its ultimate destruction.
But Jean's like the nicest and most patient person ever,
Yeah.
so she eventually sort of got through to the Phoenix Force.
And with their combined power emotionally stabilized, Jean reached her ultimate state of being, the White Phoenix of the Crown.
Sounds like a Dark Souls boss, and just as bullshit. White Phoenix is a perfect merging of Jean and the Phoenix Force, allowing her to control time and space and hold friggin' universes in her hand.
And giving her dominion over the White Hot Room, the highest plane of existence and the center of the Phoenix's power. Beyond the far shore of reality, it is a dimension the Phoenix has complete control over and even gets stronger while in it.
What the
Phoenix can
hell?
never get out of that let's kill everyone mindset. So Jean finally confronted it and dumped his ass. Yeah, she dumped a cosmic god of destruction. You go, girl. Time to take back the good old days of... Wait, they're calling her Marvel Girl again? Roll it back.
Yeah.
But like a phoenix, the two will inevitably rise again and reunite, refreshed and renewed, with a passion that can melt stars and set our souls aflame.
She's dead, right, again? Jesus Christ.
Once upon a midnight dreary, the demon Lord Trigon had a plan to escape his extra-dimensional prison.
By manipulating a poor young Gothamite named Angela Roth, he would
Gotham.
spawn a half-demon child that would summon him to Earth.
See, this is one of the many reasons you don't live in Gotham. Thankfully...
To Earth.
See, this is one of the many reasons you don't live in Gotham. Thankfully, Angela was rescued and taken to a dimension called Azarath, filled with a bunch of smelly space hippies.
And there, she would have her doomed daughter, Raven.
The Azarathians were terrified of Raven. If she ever lost control of herself, even for a moment, she could release Trigon into the world and kickstart the apocalypse.
So they trained her to control her mind, forbidding her from feeling any emotions whatsoever, and thus suppress Trigon's influence. Which is smart, since even without Trigon, she's strong enough to accidentally destroy the universe.
I don't know, Wiz. Being told that if I get too mad or too happy, I'd let loose the extra just make me a tad bit stressed out of my goddamn mind. I call it the prequel trilogy's School of Psychotherapy. And much like a Jedi, Raven learned some sick magical powers.
Raven is an empath and can sense the emotions of others even from across the universe. She can shape those emotions so precisely it acts as a form of mind control.
She can sense your presence, absorb and redirect your pain, steal your energy for herself, communicate telepathically, erase memories, or just turn your brain off and put you to sleep.
Her telepathy is so strong she could resist a mental attack from the Hive Queen, whose psionic abilities could overpower even Superman's mental defenses.
God, I could use that some nights. And he can resist mind control from dudes who can destroy the multiverse.
Yes.
Seems like she's got this emotion shit locked down. What's the problem?
Her very soul. While her body is ostensibly human, her soul is the locus for Trigon's corruption, and she can separate it from her own body in the form of her silhouette.
It's a bird! It's a plane! No, that's just a bird!
This soul self is non-corporeal and can be controlled from an interstellar distance away. She can use it to fly, teleport across dimensions, possess people, smash ponies like a battering ram.
Yeah,
and
she was on here
into
before.
A pocket dimension of infinite darkness.
For the nightmares!
It can also regenerate from complete disintegration.
Sort of like a soul healing factor. You know, they probably should have thought twice about making the person who could accidentally end the world such a badass.
Given Raven's fear of her dreaded destiny, it's fitting that her soul self should take the form of her namesake, a raven. Across multiple mythologies and cultures, the raven symbolizes prophecy, death, and ill omen.
Hey, if ravens mean bad news, what about gooses?
You wanna fight me, motherfuckers? Bring it. I'll nibble you.
Hey, what he said?
I'll nibble your eyes out.
Gonna nibble you.
See ya, suckers.
Okay, bye.
Oh, right. They symbolize assholes.
Upon turning 18, Raven feared Trigon's
not
early
wrong.
presence and went to Earth to form a super team capable of combating him.
Screw you, Satan! It's the Teen Titans! These kids may seem like the Justice League Junior Edition, but with Raven as their white and black mage combo, they
Seriously.
were out kicking butt and saving the world.
You can add Warrior too. On one of their adventures, Raven's physical body was enhanced to match Donna Troy. An
What?
Amazonian strong enough to withstand a blast from the Universe Buster Monarch.
Well, that's just bad
Really?
game design.
Raven's vast arsenal of magic includes lightning, force fields, illusions, telekinesis, shape-shifting, matter manipulation, stopping and traveling through time, and most dangerously, her control over souls.
She can rip your soul out of your body and absorb it to get stronger.
What?
Even controlling
Hell.
a universe full of souls all at once is no big deal.
And should someone attempt to possess her, she can tether their soul to hers, absorbing them.
Like in a possible future timeline where she did just that to the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. She got strong enough to destroy all of creation. She was called the Unkindness, which is actually the term for a group of ravens. Neat.
All
No,
of these
it's called a
powers
murder.
make her an incredible asset for
A
the
crow.
Titans.
Never mind,
No
my
longer
bad.
alone in Azarath, awaiting inevitable doom, Raven found a new home with new friends.
And a potential green-skinned love interest that DC is too cowardly to commit to. Come on, guys. We all ship it.
Alongside Raven, the Titans have defeated the Church of Blood, the alien conqueror Mongol, and the Brotherhood of Evil. However, the more Raven used her powers, the more Trigon's influence grew, unleashing a frightening transformation. Dark Raven.
Yeah, you can throw empathy out the window.
I remember
As
Dark Raven.
She's a force of pure destruction. A perfect vanguard for her pop's hellish army.
Like in the New 52 era, where she led Trigon's forces, conquering worlds for, quote, an eternity.
Even destroying her body won't do much. She'll just keep fighting as a messed up demon ghost.
But the Titans were not fair-weather friends. With their love and support, Raven overcame her dark side and purified her soul to battle her all-powerful father.
We've been talking around him for a while, but Trigon is one of the biggest, baddest mother effers
Seriously?
in DC Comics. Literally.
I don't understand why Trigon is so freaking strong. It's scary. Like, Why? I don't understand how he's not wiped the DC universe out like multiple times. Like just go like wah, 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 and it's just blown up over and over and over again.
Evil personified. He's wiped out the Justice League with
Yeah.
no effort, including our old pal, pre-crisis Superman.
What?
Same Superman who flew so fast he broke the bonds of infinity. Trigons destroyed
No.
entire universes, matched the fifth dimensional imp Mr. Mxyzptlk,
Yeah.
and even killed Dr. Fate in an alternate dimension. The same Dr. Fate who flew across reality at the velocity of God.
Yeah, he's pretty strong, but so is Raven. You see, Raven was raised as a pacifist, afraid that if she let loose her father's powers would kill everyone she loved.
But in truth, Raven's
Does that look like
power
Donna?
never belonged to her father in the first place. It was hers. And Trigon had no idea how strong his daughter really was.
With the Rings of Azar, Raven bonded with Azarath to overpower Trigon and destroy his soul. Even though her body got nuked in the process, she just kept superheroing without it. That's right, as a ghost!
But even without her father's direct influence, Raven's incredible power continued to prove impressive. Like the time she fought the Spectre, an unbound
What?
angel of wrath whose conflicts often threaten all of reality.
Long have
Holy
the legends
shit.
of old proclaimed the awesome might of the Goth GF, but I never knew they were true until this day, Wizard.
Okay. Portents of Doom are nothing new for this shadow-clad sorceress. With her teammates at her side, there's no future this Titan can't overcome.
Wow. Wow. Okay, maybe Raven is probably gonna win. I'm sorry.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a bird battle! Caw-caw!
Caw, bitch. What is it? Azarath? See, this is what I hate.
Come to burn my home to ashes. The demon inside you is too strong to be left alive. I'm sorry. This is for the good of the universe.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Azarath Metreon Zethos!
Okay.
Darkness take you!
Yeah, see, this is what I mean. Like, why?
Afraid of the dark.
I am. That's too much.
You don't control my mind!
Yeah. Oh no! Oh, psh. No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Yeah, exactly. A Dark Phoenix!
Too late for you
Oh.
now!
Red. I wanted the black costume, man. All right. All right. It's really hard to see who the hell could win here. I love this music, man.
Cleanse you of your demons. Sear and scorch them all away!
No. Still not gonna work.
No, I'll take this pain from you.
What? Yeah.
Enough! I'm taking everything that twisted you to somewhere white.
I forgot about the White Phoenix. Shit.
Sure!
What?
Scott, Charles, everyone, give me strength!
Yeah.
I am not the daughter of a demon. I am a daughter of Azarath. Azarath. the daughter of a demon. I am a daughter of Azarath. Azarath
Yon
Metrion
Synthos! Yeah. Yeah. No, don't blow it out, dick. Ah. Yeah, I had a feeling.
I'm home.
I had a feeling. After seeing all that, yeah.
Oh! You know, I think they could have just talked this one out.
This was
I think
a
so,
nail
too.
biter, and perhaps that's surprising, since Raven's reputation hardly matches that of the almighty Phoenix.
Probably because Raven's always holding back. When she does it, you don't have to dig too deep to see that these two are evenly matched in power.
The Phoenix Force was strong enough to hold back the destruction of all creation, but Raven had multiple showings of battling similarly powerful characters like Trigon and the Spectre, and both could compete with speeds exceeding infinity.
Sure,
That's what I'm saying. I honestly am looking at you right now, and I don't think that the Phoenix would win against pre-Crisis Superman. Maybe post-Crisis Superman, probably, because I don't know, they've nerfed him a little bit. But post-Crisis, the guy who could sneeze and a freaking solar system is wiped out, yeah, no. I don't think Phoenix, because, like, Phoenix only did that accidentally. Like, well, that was more of a reflex. I guess it's kind of similar, but, you know, still. Ugh. He sneezed, man.
Jean got a power boost in the White Hot Room, but that didn't make her invincible. The Phoenix has been overpowered there before, like by this big green cat.
What?
So throw stats out the window. This fight came down to their abilities.
Both were immeasurably powerful telepaths, both could control matter and time, and both could absorb each other's energy. However, Raven's ability to survive and fight as just her soul meant that most of Jean's offensive arsenal could not end the fight.
Yeah.
The Phoenix Force could have attempted to possess Raven's soul, but Raven has tethered her essence to other similarly powerful beings and absorbed them in the past.
And while the Phoenix's fire has shown to burn souls, Raven's has regenerated from complete disintegration.
On the flip side, Jean actually had very little defense against Raven's soul manipulation. The Phoenix could regenerate Jean's body, but not her spirit.
When Rachel Gray's soul was shattered, the Phoenix was actually incapable of healing it on its own. And while the Phoenix Force itself will be reborn in the White Hot Room, this can take months, years, even centuries.
So it could be one hell of a war of attrition, but ultimately only Raven had the ability to finish this battle.
Jean Grey was one of the strongest beings we've ever seen. But Raven's own awesome might, brilliant magic, and unique soul-destroying powers snuffed out her fire for good.
Will the Phoenix rise again, returning from that far, far shore? Quoth the Raven, nevermore.
The winner
Wow.
is Raven.
That was really good. That was really good. What? Who's he going up against? Dimitri. Oh, well, damn it. Okay, yeah, no, I got, because Berserk, I love Berserk, and Guts is finally back! Guts is finally, what are you doing to me, Death Battle? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing it to me? Why? Oh, God, the New Yorker just came out of me for a second. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured, that Raven would win. I mean, again, I didn't really get that deep dive into both of their powers, and again, I read comic book. I've read comic books, but I don't read them much anymore. So, you know, I was very unfamiliar with both their powers from the comics. But yeah, I kind of figured that Raven, you know, at the end of the day, after hearing all that, I was like, yeah, Raven's gonna win, because, like, God damn, she could do some crazy shit with her powers. And like, again, all she had to do was just make herself intangible, and the Phoenix couldn't do it a damn thing. She used her soul to fight her. That was like, wow. But yeah, I don't know who this idiot from Fire Emblem is, but he better watch out. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, I don't want to get too behind Guts this time, because I don't know anything about Fire Emblem. And like, the only thing I know about it is from Super Smash Brothers. So, wah! But yeah, I don't know anything about that. So I'm I'm gonna reserve judgment for now because last week, the 2 weeks ago with the whole Darth Vader Obito thing, y'all just let me have it for getting all behind Obito and getting all behind Darth Vader and everything and not supporting Obito. And I'm like, I thought he was gonna win. What are you gonna do? But because again, Obi-Wan, but now everybody's saying that like because Obi-Wan won against Kakashi that was rigged too, and or some crap like that, or I don't know. People are saying it's rigged. This, that, the other. I don't know. People are arguing about it. It's it's really getting good. Really getting good. I really wish though that they had put it in like 3D, like they did the Vader Obito fight. They did it with what do you call it? With Darkseid versus Thanos, so why the hell wouldn't they do that there? But, I guess the powers are a little bit more crazy, and I guess they have to constantly, animate the Phoenix Force, but and the Raven, so, yeah. But I'm sorry, I just, like, even though these characters are so powerful, I'm like, Guts, I'm all in for, because, again, I love Berserk so much, and I'm so excited for that to happen. So join me next week in 2 more weeks and we'll get that episode done. But until then, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And I'll see y'all in the next video.